Alright, hey everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So I've been procrastinating a little bit on tearing down my office. So because of that, because Shonen Jump chapters have dropped this morning, I figure I might as well get around to this latest batch before I truly go on hiatus. So yeah, we're gonna with that said, we'll get around to the latest chapter of Akane-Banashi and Spy Family today. So as I've said before, if you like this content, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But without further ado, let's dive into it with Akane-Banashi Story 117 really shaping up. With story by Yuki Suonaga, art by Takamasa Moe, with Rakugo supervision by Keiki Haishiya, translation by Stephen Paul, and lettering by Sneerong. So we see as the audience is leaving the performance hall, and you see Micro pulling out his little hair bands with the whoo. And you have a congrats on your promotion. He's like, thanks. And Jeff, there you are. As you see Shiguma just arms crossed staring at him. He's like, Master. And you see Shiguma comes and just pats him on the shoulder. Goes, well done. You really had me nervous, just slapping him on the shoulder with a whap, 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 whap. He's like, ow, ow, that hurts. He's like, you did really well. You did so well. You see him his hands on the shoulder just shaking a little bit as he's getting all emotional. He's like, I feel kind of nervous when you compliment me like this, Master. He's like, would you prefer me to insult you? He's like, nah, I'm not one of those guys. He's like, come on, let's go. Let them see you. And you see in the back his other pupils with Koguma, Kyoji, and Akane all just slobbering and wailing, tears just streaming down their faces. And Micro's like, huh? I was like, guys? And they're like, oh, Nissan! You see him with the goof as Kyoji just tackles him, right, followed by Akane. It's like, that was amazing! That was amazing! Ani-san! Ani-san! He's like, I'm so happy! He's like, thanks guys. That's very sweet, but let's just take a step back. Calm down, Kay. And you see, God, what was it? Koguma coming up behind him doing... Because you know how they have the Japanese thing, you go behind someone, you bump knees with them to kind of make him fall. He does that, comes on and bumps his knees with his. He's like, we can't be calm. He's like, It's the basis for Time's Up, named The Incense Runs Out, was reserved for only the biggest Okanban Rakugoka in the past. It's practically sacred in the Kamigata Rakugo tradition practiced in Western Japan. It's not a story you perform for a time. He's like, whoop, 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 whoop. He's just a little battering him. It's like, I said I'm sorry. It's like, you're not forgiven. It's like, if it had turned out like the other time, God, you see them all getting emotional. It's like, I would have hated you for life. I'm the type to hold a grudge. And you see Micro's getting all choked up that they all cared for him. He's like, yeah, I guess I had you guys worried, huh? He's like, huh? What? It's like, all of your support really helped me through this. It's like, thank you so much. He's like, come on, Master, we gotta throw a party. He's like, as long as you don't half-ass it. And you have, look at them yucking it up. He's like, come on, Guri-chan, you gotta stop crying. You see that the shamisen players got him on video call. He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, can't believe he went Shinichi after how we started. He's like, of course he did. He might seem shallow and flippant, but when it's time to be serious, he gets it done. Micro Anisan is the young master of the Shiguma school. And you see later with a clink clink as you have Master Zensho as Micro goes to see him as he's getting into his car. He goes, thank you, sir. I didn't think you were going to vote in favor of me. It's like, the problem was with Master Shiguma and his apprentice. He's like, tell me, did you flop on purpose to make the second half hit harder? And he's like, no, I was looking for laughs. The second half of the story was a big challenge for me. It would have been much easier if people were already laughing along. But now I think that heavy mood over the room helped me get as far as I did. And he's just gritting his teeth again. He's like, that's fine, perfectly fine. You're a Shinichi now, so we might find ourselves together in the future. He's just kissing and slams his car door. He's like, you better watch out. This game isn't over. And you see later in the smoking room as Iken's taking a puff. Yeah, what you angry about, Kaisei? It's like, it's nothing. Just, Master doesn't usually praise people that much. And Iken's like, so, you felt jealous? Like, no, I didn't. It's like, but you're upset. It's like, I'm not upset. And he's like, he just can't be honest with himself. It's like, reminds me of my girl. It's like, my girl. It's like, Akane is a futatsume. Oof. It was, sorry, what's her face? Give me a second here. Where the hell is, what's her name? Hikaru, doing the same like pouty face. He's like, I've got to say, the standards for Shinichi promotion have risen significantly. When Master Tyson got promoted, he's like, oh, it was difficult, of course, but not as bad as this one. It's like something happened before the expulsion controversy, an incident that changed Master Isho. And Kaisei's like, whatever happened, the job remains the same. And you see as Micro and the others like all walking out of the performance place, like, you seem a little gloomy. And he's like, you could tell? It's like, I mean, it wasn't a unanimous smash success. And Akane is like, Ani-san, give me 5. And they just like do a little hand slack. He's like, there, I've got it now. Anything still weighing on your mind, I'll make sure to exercise. He's like, then I'm counting on you, Kenaru. He's like, you got it. I'm going to be a Shinichi even in Isho Arakawa's eyes. I told you all. Last chapter, I told you. Was that already a week ago? Like, they were showing it on a TV a whole ton. And you see it, Akane's mother's... What is her name? Sorry, give me a second here. Masaki. As is at her hair parlor again. It's like, I can't believe that blonde slacker is a Shinichi now. Look how far you've come. It's like, come on, you don't really think that. Like, yes, I do. You know, he said something while he's watching the TV. And she's thinking back to Shinta going, he said Micro's Ninja Banashi are really shaping up. And he's like, I don't know if he'd say that. And besides, whose fault does he think that is? Alright, so quick thoughts on the chapter. Not really much to say. This was very much like a cool down chapter after, like, you know, Micro's whole promotion arc test had gone through. I did appreciate how, like, tense and, like, emotional everyone had gotten for it, because, you know, it's just like there's so much stress and, like, hesitation hanging over because they didn't know it was going to pass or not based on, like, you know, all the Rakugo politics that were in play. So I did really, really appreciate that. I love Master Zensho being the most professional hater ever. Apart from that, I do like, you know, Kaisei being like, oh, it's like, you know, Isho's attention should only be for me. It's like, I love him getting all jealous of that. That was really adorable. But I'm very curious to find out what the incident that changed Isho was, like what happened with his past. Because he's still, bar none, I think one of my favorite characters in this series. So I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, not much more to say. Nice little cool down chapter. We're looking forward to more. So if you enjoyed this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I mentioned, I'll be going on hiatus for a little while, so if I plan on coming back, I'll let you all know. But yeah, until next time, this is Ash. Talk to you all later.